Welcome back to the Order of the Dragons, and today we're going to be getting you guys started with the beginnings of PSO2. The game can be a bit confusing on what to do at the start, so hopefully this video helps you out. So let's go ahead and get started. After you finish the character creation and the tutorial, you will end up in the lobby. It will then introduce you to something called ARX missions. ARX missions are there to help keep you on track while completing certain tasks in the game. They also come with rewards and XP to help further progress your character. But before you start really playing and getting quests done, let's do something to make your life a lot easier. Make sure you go to your settings and enable all of these options. When enabling these options, it automatically picks up weapons, units, and other items of these particular grades to your inventory after killing enemies. Mestia, however, is not automatically put into your inventory after killing enemies, but has to be walked over to be auto-picked up. The next option is material auto-loot. It is very handy, especially if you have the material storage. Material storage, however, does come at a later date since it requires 300 star gems to purchase, but by having the material storage, any material and quest item that is dropped in battle is immediately sent to your storage. What's extra handy about the material storage is that you don't have to take any quest item out of the storage to finish the quest. All in all, enabling these settings will prevent this from happening, making your PSO2 life a lot easier. After you have taken a look at your settings and set them to your liking, the first step to do is talk to Afin. By completing the basic client orders he gives, multiple other client orders will be unlocked at other NPCs, allowing you to further progress in the game. One of the quests that Afin gives is the Learn a Skill quest. By heading over to the class counter Attendant in the back of the hub, you are able to change your class, select a subclass, and learn class skills. Though before you start putting tons of points into your skills, make sure to check out a skill guide for that particular class. There is a limit of 90 skill points per class. However, you can get 10 extra skill points by doing the client order quests at your specific class quest giver. If you do, however, misplace your skill points in the wrong area, later in the game you will get items that reset your skill points. Next, let's take a look at weapons, armor, and sub-palettes. You can acquire weapons from enemy drops, redeeming in-game items, and you can also purchase them from the player auction house. By pressing escape and heading over to the equip weapons section, we are able to equip our weapons for our class. Once we have equipped our weapons, we can then set our PAs and techniques. To gain more PAs and techniques, enemies will sometimes drop discs that you're able to use to either learn new PAs and techniques or to level them up. The max level for a disc is level 17. To access sub-palettes, press escape and head over to edit sub-palettes. The sub-palette is your 1 through 9 keys. This is where you can put your healing items, player skills, and you can also put class PAs and techniques down. For armor, do the same and press escape and select armors. Armors are for your main defense. You have rear, head, and leg armor. You can also acquire these from enemy drops, redeeming in-game items, and purchasing them from the player auction house as well. Skill rings, however, are side equip that can give you a small boost to defense or skill depending on the type of ring you have. They can be acquired by crafting them at Franca's Cafe or purchasing them at the auction house as well. The best way to acquire both weapons and armor is participating in emergency quests. They're quests that appear on a time schedule every day. They have a high chance to drop rare gear and items, though make sure to have your difficulty unlock quests done at Koffie before you think of doing the emergency quests. Next, one of the quests that Afin gives is called the PSE Burst quest. This quest may take a while due to the low amount of low-level people at the start, but later down the road the quest will be easy to do, so don't try to do this quest at the very beginning. I will show you how to get them easily in a later video. When you're finished doing the basic quests from Afin, you will notice that other clients now have quests available. The first one, which is Koffie, is the main client you will be focusing on the most. She gives quests that unlocks your level and difficulty caps, and many other quests that unlocks new classes, your subclass, mags, and many more. The person right next to Koffie is the quest counter attendant. The quest counter attendant is where you will go to select on where you want to go out in the world. There's many options to choose from, but for the beginning of the game, we will be focusing on the story quests, free field, and ARX quests. To progress on the story, this is where you would go. By selecting story quests, we see that there are 6 episodes. By selecting one of these episodes, you can progress in the story. The story quest gives tons of variety of rewards, and some of them are required to do to gain certain items to progress in the game. PSO2, however, is designed where you can grind in areas that are later in the story when you have not reached that point in the story. So if you receive a daily client order for Tokyo, but you are still in episode 2, you will still be able to access Tokyo and grind away. So doing this gives you the option to do the story at your own pace rather than steamrolling through it. The free field is where you will be most of the time. Free fields contain every planet and environment in the game. This is where you will go to do your kill orders or to grind for days. Make sure to complete every single one of them, however, as they are required to do to unlock certain things in the story and some others. Now, ARX quests are usually done when you receive a client order that requests a specific ARX quest, or you have a kill quest where you know a particular enemy that is hard to find that spawns definitely on that ARX quest. The difference between free fields and ARX quests is that free fields spawn you on a random layout with the same biome for the field you choose. ARX quest, however, spawns you on a predetermined layout with the same bosses and enemies. Sometimes, however, an ARX quest spawns you on a free field first, but the ending area is predetermined. Next, let's talk about the Campship. When you join a quest that you started from the quest counter attendant, it will put you in the Campship. To start the quest, jump into the pool at the end of the Campship. But before we jump down, let's get prepared. The first thing we are going to look at is the medical terminal. Using one of the drinks before every quest gives you a small boost of your choosing, plus an XP boost. There is the more expensive premium boost, but even if you have premium, only use those on emergency quests and high XP yield quests. Next is the partner terminal. Most of the ARX quest client orders that Afin gives you requires him to join you alone. By accessing the partner terminal, we are able to summon 1 to 3 partners of our choosing to our party. But by doing this, it limits the amount of real players joining the party. You can also summon your friends and other player avatars to your party to acquire fun points. Fun points are a tradable currency that can be redeemed for cosmetics from scratch tickets or used to purchase items at the fun shop attendant. The Campship also has a shop terminal to purchase support items, advanced quest items, and telepipes. What's neat about Campships is that when you are halfway in the battle but need to get something from the Campship, you can use a telepipe to teleport you to the Campship, allowing you to go from the battle to the Campship without disturbing your quest progress. We also have a storage to deposit or withdraw items. After killing an emergency quest boss, a ton of items are dropped. In PSO2, your inventory gets full quite often. So what's good about Campships is that I can pick up 10 items, then use the telepipe, then put the items in the storage, and then go back down and repeat the process. This can be tedious at times, so there is an option to purchase more inventory space with real money, or you could just make sure to organize your inventory before an emergency quest appears. Having a material storage helps a lot with that. Next is the quest counter terminal. After completing a quest and you're wanting to immediately start another one or change your current one, you can do that by accessing the quest counter terminal, giving you the ability to never leave the Campship to do quests. Before we end this video, let's list some things that will help you down the road. First, any rare weapon that you acquire that has 10 to 11 or 13 stars, put them in your storage. Once you get quite a few, access the recyclable shop in your menu and then exchange your weapons for X cubes. X cubes is an item that you will need in bulk later down the road to exchange for level 17 discs and tier 15 weapons later in the game. Next, any bonus keys that you acquire, put them in your storage, but take note that they have an expiration date. Once you get to level 70 or one of them is about to expire, use your bonus keys on a bonus quest to level up quickly. The enemy's XP and bonus quests adapt to your level, so holding onto those bonus keys till the respected level will help you level up quite a bit. Sometimes you receive try boosts, XP boosts, and rare drop boosts from quests, story title rewards, and etc. It's best to use these boosts on emergency quests, bonus quests, or any high XP yield quests to get the most out of them. Next, if you are having trouble with your class and would like to learn more about it, you can go to the quest counter attendant and select play training quest. Doing so gives you the option to play a training quest for any class, even if you have not used it before. And lastly, if you would like to change to a different block and play with your friends, head to a move blocks elevator and move to the block your friend is located. You can then send him a party request and have tons of fun. I believe that's about it for this video. In my next video, I will be talking about getting gear and leveling from level 1 to 90. There's also many other videos to come, and I plan to be more active in uploading weekly, so stay tuned for those. So thanks again for stopping by, and I hope this video helped you guys out a lot. And I'm editing this video on Halloween, so happy Halloween. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
We